Good evening and welcome to this edition of News Leader on 6. Today is Tuesday, August 6, 2019. I'm Jim Fuller.
And I'm Andrew Todd. In tonight's news, a Mississippi woman is ordered to pay $250,000 in restitution for TennCare fraud, and the annual South Jackson Goes Country is coming up this weekend. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's News Leader on 6. Mayor Lane Curley is challenging Tullahoma area citizens to join him and walk to the Pacific, and you don't even have to leave Tullahoma. You can get fit this fall by putting one foot in front of the other and walk to the Pacific. You'll win prizes, get weekly fitness tips, and enjoy fun weekly walks with area personalities. You'll feel great getting fit. We want businesses, churches, families, and friends to form a team and join our walk to the Pacific. Starts August 5th and ends September 18th.
Keith Barnett here at Russell Barnett Kia in Tullahoma. Only 2 remaining 2018 Kia Stingers, up to $10,000 off original MSRP. That's Russell Barnett Kia in Tullahoma, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. And remember, my question is, why buy anywhere else?
Ah, the glory days. Running to daylight on the gridiron and chasing a ball with a mind of its own. Cheering the team to victory and marching to the beat of your own drum. Memories that last a lifetime. But sometimes we're reminded of our glory days in ways we'd rather forget. Get back in the game. The rehab team at Life Care Center of Tullahoma is ready to help you live and play well.
Welcome back. A Mississippi woman was convicted in criminal court last week after she was accused of fraudulently reporting that she lived in Tennessee and misrepresenting her household information, all in an effort to appear eligible for TennCare and have the state taxpayers pay for it. The Office of Inspector General, or OIG, announced the conviction of Cherie Cabot, age 36, of South Haven, Mississippi, in a court hearing on a Class A theft of property charge, which involves more than $250,000. She pleaded guilty to a Class C theft of property charge. She was given 10 years of judicial diversion and ordered to pay $258,303 in restitution to TennCare. This is the highest restitution ordered since the OIG began investigating TennCare fraud in 2004.
Cabot was arrested May 18, 2018, and charged in Shelby County with TennCare fraud and felony theft of property exceeding $250,000. Officials say she reported to Tennessee officials that she resided in Tennessee, but she actually lives in South Haven, Mississippi. Authorities also report she failed to disclose her marriage, also to appear eligible for TennCare. Judicial diversion is a type of one-time probation for eligible offenders who plead guilty. It's typically offered to people without prior felony history. People in the program must participate in probation, pay court costs, and are required to maintain good conduct. Violation of the agreement can mean the order is revoked and replaced with a prison sentence.
The Center for Disease Control says the relatively new illness affecting children is prevalent this time of the year. Dr. Ann Schuchard explains.
Hello, I'm Dr. Ann Schuchard, CDC's Principal Deputy Director. Acute flaccid myelitis, or AFM, is a rare but serious syndrome that causes limb weakness, mostly in children. We know AFM can be devastating for patients and their families, and CDC is working hard every day to learn more about this complex syndrome. CDC has been tracking AFM since 2014, and our 5 years of surveillance data have contributed important evidence to support a role for viruses, including enteroviruses, in AFM. First, we've seen a seasonal pattern, with most patients developing AFM in late summer or early fall. At that time of the year, viruses, including enteroviruses, commonly cause infections. Second, most patients had a cold-like illness or fever, consistent with a viral infection, less than a week before they developed arm or leg weakness. CDC will continue to investigate how enteroviruses, including EVD68, might cause or trigger AFM. AFM is a priority for us at CDC. We're reviewing each case, testing every specimen we receive, analyzing seasonal patterns, and collaborating with researchers and experts to figure out why some children develop AFM and to learn about their recovery. This information will help with finding treatments and ways to prevent AFM. Healthcare providers play a critical role. They need to recognize AFM symptoms in patients early so they can provide specialized care and rehabilitation for patients. By recognizing AFM early, they can promptly collect appropriate specimens and report suspected cases to the health department. The faster CDC can detect outbreaks of AFM, the faster we can respond and inform healthcare providers and the public. CDC recommends that parents immediately seek medical care if their child develops sudden arm or leg weakness. To learn more about AFM, please visit cdc.gov/vital signs. Thank you.
After these messages, we'll be right back. Don't stop believing, Tullahoma. Faithfully, Tullahoma Parks and Rec is excited to welcome back Journey Resurrection, a Journey tribute band that will perform free for the public Friday, September the 6th at Fraser McEwen Park at 7 p.m. The wheel in the sky will keep on turning, so bring your chairs and blankets. Cold drinks and food will be on hand, and you can have it any way you want it. We'll see you there, rain or shine. Resurrection, a Journey tribute band in Tullahoma. Friday, September 6th at Fraser McEwen Park.
The wait is finally over. The all-new redesigned Ford Ranger is back at Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma. Stop and test drive one today at Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma on Highway 55, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. And remember, my question is, why buy anywhere else?
You made the time and the sacrifice to broaden their horizons, to see their smiles, but mostly to make lifelong memories. We think it's time to do it again, just the two of you. Don't let illness or injury slow you down. The rehab team at Life Care Center of Tullahoma is ready to help you live well.
Welcome back. The annual South Jackson Goes Country show is coming up this weekend at South Jackson Civic Center. Peggy Burton spoke with two of the show's directors.
Sitting next to me is, well, I'll go all the way over and introduce Mr. Pearson. That's Pearson Painter. And is he not the cutest thing? Jacqueline Sullinger Painter is his mom, and this is Samantha Terrell Waters. And they are the reason South Jackson is going country this year for the 40th time. And I am so proud of you guys. But Pearson has been coming to rehearsals, and he is so on the ball, aren't you? I thought so. I knew you were. Samantha is acting as assistant director, but really, basically, she's the director. Mm-hmm. And Jacqueline is helping her and doing choreography. And as a warm-up instructor, we have Martha Brooke Powers Hood. And these are former students of mine, and I couldn't be prouder. So let's tell folks about the show.
Well, it's the 40th year, and you started this
What?
40 years ago. I know, we don't want to talk about age, we don't want to talk about any of that. But 40 years this has been going on as, if not the largest, one of the largest fundraisers every single year for South Jackson Civic Center. And that's how we fund having all the arts that you see there throughout the year that you can come and be part of, or that you can come and watch.
Right.
And
It
so we
means a
go
lot.
country every year. It's like Hee Haw meets the Grand Ole Opry. And we have 3 completely different shows. So singers
know.
change every night, but thankfully we have some wonderful local businesses who sponsor, and we do some live commercials, and we even have cloggers. It's a lot of fun.
I think it's important for us to tell the people that at 6 o'clock, everything starts. Nothing on stage yet, but we have a show on the patio, and Kim Sullinger
Dotson. Yes.
is the person that's taking care of the food, and we're selling barbecue plates. I believe they're $5 or close.
Yes, I
close
think
to
it's
that.
$5.
And from 6 o'clock on, you can come in and eat and watch the outdoor show for free. Indoors at 7 o'clock with a warm-up show directed by Martha Brooke. Great little kids. I mean, I am so
They have a really
impressed.
good
They're really
crew
doing a
this
good
year.
job. And then at 7:30 is our main show with a live band and all the people that have auditioned and be involved in our show. And so we hope that you'll buy a ticket by calling 455-5321, or there you go, just write that down. It's better if you get a ticket because you'll get a better seat. I think quite a few have already sold.
Yes, we've sold more this year than I think in the past, so it's
Yeah.
already off to a good start.
Off to a good start.
Yes.
Jacqueline, do you remember when you started, when your first show?
Actually, I talked about this. It's been 21 years. So
And
I
you
was
were a
10.
little tiny girl.
Yes, I was little.
In fact, it was your mom that started the Opry segment,
the
and we
Grand
did
Opry
it with the young people, which was so cute because you all dressed up. Well, this year we're having an Opry Legends section with adults, and I think that's gone well. One of my favorite things is songwriters, because I think we don't ever give enough credit to the creativity of a songwriter. You're one.
Yes, and we really try to feature songwriters. Mr. John Gray is going to be part.
That's right.
As
and
well.
He's our announcer.
We try to give you different aspects. It is about a 2.5-hour show, and so we break things up. So we have the Grand Ole Opry segment with some of the legends that you can remember, and we try and go with that radio feel. And then we also have the songwriters, and we're going to give you that Bluebird Cafe kind of feel as well.
Right.
So we want to break things up and keep things fun with the commercials that come throughout as well.
I was just wondering, I'm trying to remember when you started, Samantha. Was it 2002 or
It was
something?
actually 2006, so
okay.
13 years ago. I started, you invited me to come, and I had some original songs that weren't mine, but I was singing someone
singing.
else's originals, and you invited me to the stage.
Your favorite part, Samantha?
My favorite
Do you have
part?
a favorite part?
I think the commercials are probably my favorite part. Just
Let's
because
run-
we get
I'm
to
gonna-
act
yeah.
and do so many different things, because we sing in them, we dance in them, we do hilarious skits in them. They vary every single year. They're always
And
different.
I was going to say, everybody's idea is to make those commercials
Right.
up. So
Right.
people take those and make them up, and they're hilarious.
So please get a ticket, come and join us, have a good time. Any last words? Pearson, what do you think? Have we said it all? Okay, well, I think Pearson's getting bored with the whole thing. So we will be on the stage and on the patio and all around South Jackson starting on the 9th of August, 10th, and 11th. The show on the 11th is 1:30, etc.
We'll be right back with more News Leader on 6.
It's not invoice. It's not MSRP. It's not Christmas Day, although it may feel like it. It's the lowest prices in Middle Tennessee, period. Get to Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram or Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac before these prices are gone forever.
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
Welcome back. Sandy Seaburn stopped by our studios to update us on the progress of the Veterans Memorial being placed in Tullahoma's Caboose Park.
Just have joining us on the set now, Sandy Seaburn, and Sandy's got a big project going on that I think is about to come to culmination here, Sandy.
Pretty soon.
And today you brought a special guest along.
Yes, that's right. First of all, I just want to thank you for letting us come again. The last time we were here was right before the dedication, and it went well, and we were so pleased.
And we're talking about the
the Veterans Memorial Project at History Park when we dedicated the Blue Star and the Gold Star markers, and that was on May the 30th of this year. And so now we are working very hard to promote the sale of our brick pavers. And I have asked our friend Chief Master Sergeant Bob Barksdale to be here because he has participated in this project from the very beginning.
All right.
And I just wanted people to meet him and hear what he has to say.
Well, I first heard about this when Sandy came to our Kiwanis Club and addressed the club about this project, and picked up an application, and my wife and I talked about it. We initially did a memorial brick for her dad, who served in the Navy in World War II, and I did one for a cousin of mine, much older than me, that went through World War II, that landed in Normandy in one of those gliders and went through the Battle of the Bulge on into Germany. And he was, when I was growing up, he was my hero.
Yeah.
So I felt like that I needed to do something for him. And then I was at the dedication and did not really realize that the pavers were for us guys who served but are still living.
Right.
You know? And so told my wife about it, and we talked about it, and she said, "Are you going to do one for yourself?" And I said, "I can't do one for myself." You know. She said, "Well, I'll do one for you." And so Sandy, this morning I'm going to give you one more application with a check, and that's from Diane, one for me.
Thank you so much. This is wonderful.
The overall project, recognizing the Blue Star and Gold Star families and recognizing veterans.
Tell them, Bob, what the Blue and Gold Star families mean.
I'll let Sandy do that.
Okay.
So.
Well, thank you. This started right after World War II, and the Blue Star Memorial Marker is a tribute to all who have served in the armed forces in defense of our country. If you have worn the uniform, you are a veteran. It does not matter in what capacity you have served. Some people think if they didn't go to Europe, they didn't go to the Pacific, they shouldn't have it. That is not true. We are thrilled to have people that only served a few months right before the end of World War II, or they have served in our other conflicts over the years, Vietnam, Afghanistan, Desert Storm. We now are accepting, because someone came up with this great idea, that if you have a Revolutionary War veteran and you have papers, he is a veteran, he has served for the freedom and in defense of this country, and we have ladies who have sent in their paperwork, and we're delighted about that.
Right.
And so I've had to speak to the matter of some of our friends about the fact that if you're deceased, my father is, he's buried in Mississippi, but I put a marker, he was World War II.
Right.
And then my husband, who is alive and well, I also the children wanted to have a paver for him.
Right.
So we are honoring, and I want to make clear, because I think I have presented this sometimes incorrectly without thinking. We are not selling pavers. We are giving you an opportunity to honor your veteran. We have sold at least 300 brick pavers. Now that's good, but we need to sell probably 750. Now this will be installed and dedicated by November the 11th, which is Veterans Day. For the space, the concrete sidewalk is going to be poured very soon, and then these pavers will be installed on a concrete sidewalk, mortared in. And if the sidewalk is not complete all the way to the caboose, then we will have blanks, and as the people see what we've done and they really understand it, a lot of the communication of this project is still having to be done. People don't know about it. I got a call yesterday from a lady, and she saw the sign at the cleaners, and she called me to find out, is this authentic? And I said, oh yes ma'am, it is authentic. Trust me here. And so she was excited. She said, I'm filling out my form. So we will have this dedication in November. We want everybody to know about it and be a part.
More News Leader on 6 is coming up in a moment.
Keith Barnett here at Russell Barnett Ford of Winchester. Check out the 2018 Ford F-150 as low as $34,739. That's Russell Barnett Ford on 41A in Winchester, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. And remember, my question is, why buy anywhere else?
When your family suffers the loss of a loved one, the caring and compassionate staff at Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel are standing by to assist you in every way possible. We are proud to support local industry and offer only Batesville caskets. Many funeral homes don't own or operate a crematory. We utilize the only crematory in Coffee County. Your loved one never leaves Coffee County. We can accommodate any need and any budget. Consider our complete pre-need service to remove this burden from your family during their time of grief. Lock in today's low costs and protect from inflation. Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel. Our family caring for your family.
So you've been meaning to do something healthy, commune with nature, get outdoors and meet new people. We have the perfect solution. Come hike with us. You can find a Tennessee Trails Association chapter near you, including Clarksville, Columbia Franklin, Highland Rim, Jackson, Knoxville, Oak Ridge, Memphis, Murfreesboro, Nashville, Plateau at Crossville, and Upper Cumberland. We're on the web at TennesseeTrails.org. It's fun, it's stress-free, and it's good for you. See you on the trails. Welcome back. The National Weather Service wants you to know how to stay safe in the event of a tornado. Let's watch this video.
You've got to know how to stay safe. The first thing you got to do when a warning is issued is you have to stay calm. Don't panic. Don't get scared. Don't cry. Stay calm. And then once you see that that warning is issued, you need to take cover. And what we mean by take cover is go to shelter. The best place for you to go to take shelter is into a basement and underneath something sturdy. If you don't have a basement, maybe you have an outdoor cellar. Go to your outdoor cellar. If you don't have that cellar, many times you want to get into the bathroom or a hall closet. That's going to be the center part of your house many times. You want as many walls between you and the outside as possible. You know, tornadoes are a lot like Pac-Man. Pac-Man, you know, likes to eat things. And so tornadoes, they eat from the outside to the middle. So that middle room, that bathroom or hall closet, many times is the last thing that's going to be eaten up by a tornado. And most tornadoes never get to that point because they're moving so fast across the countryside. So remember, stay safe, stay calm, and take cover immediately once that warning has been issued. All right, lightning. This one's more dangerous than tornadoes, believe it or not. In fact, lightning is the #2 killer of all severe weather hazards because lightning can strike up to 10 miles away. I've seen lightning strike out of the clear blue sky. So the bottom line is, when the thunder roars, you need to go indoors. Because if you can hear the thunder, that means that you are definitely close enough to be struck. In fact, like I said, lightning can strike up to 10 miles away from a thunderstorm. And you can tell how far away lightning is by counting. Every 5 seconds means that that lightning bolt is a mile away from you. So that's one of the ways that you could check on lightning. So when lightning is near, you need to stay inside, you know, away from windows. You don't want to be on electrical appliances like a computer, hairdryer, playing games, Nintendo, Wii, because it can come through the electrical lines. You want to stay away from the water and the metal. You don't want to be swimming, taking a bath, washing dishes if your mom or dad's making you do that. You don't even want to take a shower or a bath during a thunderstorm because the lightning and the electricity can come through your plumbing and out through the bathtub or the shower and then get you. Here's what can happen when you're out at the ball fields. That's also another very dangerous place for you to be when lightning is near. Like I said, lightning can strike up to 10 miles away from the thunderstorm. Did you know that a lightning bolt's actually 50,000 degrees Fahrenheit? That is hotter than the surface of the sun. But most people that are struck by lightning actually survive. How that happens is truly a miracle when you're struck by 50,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's look at Bill Nye and see what he thinks about hailstones.
When warm and cool air masses meet, the air often becomes a swirling, unquiet sea of clouds. The clouds grow bigger and blacker until the moisture they contain falls onto the earth below.
Hail! Ooh, boy. Hail starts out as liquid raindrops. It falls down, and in the same updrafts that form thunderstorms, blow the hailstones back up high in the clouds, where another layer of liquid water forms on the outside and refreezes. So you get these hailstones that are layers. They fall down, and then they get blown back up, and then down and up, till eventually they're too heavy to stay up, so they fall down. Oh, what? On our heads. Whew. It's enough to make you want to go inside.
Now, when it comes to hail safety, the best thing I can tell you to do inside your house or inside your car, because hail can occur with any thunderstorm that is out there, because you get that super cooled water that's very cold continuously growing onto those hailstones until it gets bigger and bigger. The record hailstone just fell up in South Dakota this year, and it weighed almost 2 pounds, and it went through the roofs of homes. That is a huge hailstone, almost as big as a cantaloupe, about that big around. That is the world record hailstone.
And don't forget to tune into this week's Living Show tonight at 6:30 p.m., Thursday morning at 9 a.m., and Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evening at 6:30 p.m. This week's guest includes Sylvia Pinson, who will invite everyone out to their second annual Butterfly Festival in Shelbyville. Lyle Russell from Tullahoma Parks and Rec will tell us about their new Walk to the Pacific program, and we'll have a little preview of this week's weekend South Jackson Goes Country. That's with musician Jerry Fox. All that and more on this week's Living.
Stay with us. We'll have your weather forecast right after these messages.
Keith Barnett here at Russell Barnett Chevrolet GMC in Winchester. Select Silverados will receive supplier pricing and $6,500 in rebates only at Russell Barnett Chevrolet GMC on the bypass in Winchester, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. And remember, why buy anywhere else?
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's gonna be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor too when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1930 at 100 degrees. Record low was in 1948 at 53 degrees. Average high on this day is 88, and the average low is 66. Storms in the forecast for tonight with a low of 68. Partly cloudy weather expected on Wednesday with a high of 88 and a low of 65. And partly cloudy weather again in the forecast for Thursday with a high of 89 and a low of 69. And that's our News Leader report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for News Leader on 6. You have a good evening.
Have a great evening.